G'day and welcome to game one between LBZS and IG. We are in the lower bracket round 2, so it is elimination. Anything in the lower bracket is elimination. So elimination, best of 3 series. IG have dropped down from the upper bracket. They lost against Extreme Gaming yesterday in a 2-0 pretty convincingly. So now they face up against the team of LBZS, LGPPTZ, Salad, and Sinful Soul. Initial bans, the Undying and Enigma for the side of LBZS, and IG get rid of Death Prophet and Viper. Pretty standard meta bans to begin the game off. Obviously, you can't ban out all of those super scary heroes you want to get rid of, but those are the 4 the teams initially decide to go, especially after we saw that last core Undying game, which was very, very powerful, particularly with a good start. The first picks, Marcy, followed by the Earthshake and the Quap for LBZS. I'm just gonna have to call them, let's go LB to begin with. LB, and Lena is picked from IG. So Marcy can be played in the 3 or 4 generally. The 4 position is pretty strong because you're a bit of that initiation roamer. You can jump in with the rebound and start off the fights, toss someone back in with the dispose, and kick things off. Once you get a little bit of farm on that 4 Marcy, you can get the BKB online and be a lot more survivable when you make that jump and get some value out of your unleash.
5 seconds remaining.
Earthshaker and Queen of Pain picked for LBZS. Lots of control from the Earthshaker. Hasn't really seen it as a first pick yet, so interesting that it's going to come out first, and the Queen of Pain. Between those two, that's a lot of damage potential. You think about Echo Slams and Sonic Waves, that's going to be a lot of damage coming through, and AoE to top it off. If this Earthshake can get on top of a Blink Dagger. Lena picked from IG, certainly most likely going to be that mid laner, and can be played a couple of different ways in the current patch. So Emo will have to make the decision if he's going to go for that right-clicking build or go for the more utility magic-based Lena. So you want the right-clicking build, you get the BKB, and then some variation of Daedalus or Crit Stick, Silver Edge, and get the Satanic on top, and you get that BKB Satanic, and you just go to work with the Fiery Soul stacks, and it's pretty hard to actually be taken down if you don't get 100-0 bursted. It's also very strong laner, and Queen of Pain does suffer in the later levels of the lane against Selena. Not so bad level 1, 2, and 3, but once you get to level 4 and 5, the Lena really starts to take over the lane with the level 2 and 3 Dragon Slave, and you can just stand on the high ground and pretty much zone the Queen of Pain back if there's no rotations coming in for the side of LBZS. Second round bans, PA and Faceless Void taken out from IG, so immediately targeting the safe lane pick, the POS 1 pick for LBZS. Some teams will often do this, you know, do you want to just go hard on this carry ban straight away? Maybe try and force LBZS to pick a carry now. That's a bit of a strategy in the draft. If you can think, we're going to just start banning carry heroes. We're going to force you to pick it in the second phase instead of third, so we get a chance to see what it is that you're bringing to the table. LBZS, get rid of the Rubik and the Wraith King. It's interesting Rubik ban. I certainly, normally you ban the Rubik if you're considering picking up the Enigma. It is value, Rubik getting Fissure or any of Queen of Pain's spells really is pretty dangerous. So it's not a 100% wonderful Rubik game, but it could be. So they won't take the risk, and they'll remove the Rubik. Batrider, single target lockdown taken out. Beastmaster is still in the draft if a team is looking for that single target lockdown and vision control. TA will be the last ban from Invictus Gaming. So just focusing once again that safe lane POS 1 pick on LBZS. Enchantress will be grabbed. So it's looked like we're seeing the 2, 4, and 5 of LBZS at the moment. Enchantress sort of becoming the new Chen in a way, still able to apply that early game pressure with the creeps in lane, but instead of being a heal bot later on, becomes more of a gank, a smoke sort of breaker. If you can break the smoke, get off the Nature's Attendants, you might be able to live through that initiation, and then turn around with the damage from the impetus with the pure hits. Every time I see a Mars picked, I'm on board. I think Mars is very strong right now. Really plays into the timings of a lot of other heroes in the meta. Being able to get in with the blink early, or even just the really tanky like triple bracer, Falcon Blade sort of build. Either way, and that's what I like about Mars at the moment, and the Lina, that there are multiple ways that you can build them. Mars can just go for that pure offlane stun, looking to start the fight, so you get the blink early, roam around, pop the arena, drop down the spear, and try and get a kill. Or go for the triple brazier or double brazier into the Aghanim Scepter or a Desolator. There'll be a BKB in there somewhere as well. So I like the flexibility in some of these heroes at the moment picked up from IG. Dazzle with a 4th pick for IG, so a little bit of save, and I love this in combination with the Lina. This tells me that the Lina Emo is planning to go physical damage. He's going to go all out guns blazing, BKB, Daedalus, Satanic, and just rely on the Dazzle in the backlines to save him. So if he gets the Shallow Grave off, he pretty much guaranteed to be able to get the BKB and the Satanic, and you'll just turn around and clean the entire fight. It's very, very strong. Lina hits very fast, particularly if you get the level 20 talent, get the Fiery Soul talent at 20. You know, there's nothing that can really stop a Lina in that situation. Particularly if the other team has committed at that point a bunch of spells and are within attack range of the Lina, they just get served up on a silver platter. But we see Dazzle, it means we also think of Axe. Axe is in the draft still, hasn't been picked or banned. And we're probably still looking for an offlane pick from LBZS, unless it's an offlane Earthshaker. So Axe is quite possible here. Try and counter out that Dazzle Shallow Grave. Phantom Lancer is picked up. A hero that I have seen occasionally banned over the qualifiers so far, but I don't think I've actually seen it picked really yet. I know it was picked in a couple of games I didn't get to cast, but I think illusion heroes are pretty strong this meta. I think the change to BKB and a few mana changes mean that mana burn is back on the menu and can have a big impact. Yeah, BKB costing 50 mana, it's such a little thing, but it can make such a big difference. It's the sort of thing that you lose a game over. You know, you get hit by a few Phantom Lancer illusions as you try to BKB TP out, and all of a sudden you pop your BKB and you don't have enough mana for the TP, and that's that. You just lose your BKB charge and end up dying on the wrong side of the map. Now I know it's very fringe, but it's the sort of thing that wins or loses you a game one in every 10 games. And to that end, I really like the change to BKB being extra 50 mana. Mars has to be careful going for a refresher. With the BKB refresher arena, you probably need something with some intelligence before you do that to make sure you have the mana pool to actually pull that off. Soul Ring in itself is not enough to get the full combo twice.
Radiant team pick.
Final bans, Troll and Leshrac, and just insta snap picks here for these final picks. So it'll be Fly grabbing the Monkey King. So that'll be a POS 1 Monkey, JT with the 3 Mars, Emo obviously with the 2 Lina, FY and Ollie on the supports. The side of LBZS, they last pick the Pangolier. And it will be a 3 Pangolier. PP will be the mid Queen of Pain. POS 1, Sinful Soul playing the Phantom Lancer. And then Salad and TZ rounding out the supports with Earthshaker and Enchantress. So reasonably standard pick, certainly no surprises with any sort of weird support or carry picks in this first draft between these two teams. Both going for a safe executable draft. And it's rings on rings. You've got LSA, it's a bit of a ring. You've got the Rebound Circle, it's a ring. You got the Mars ulti, it's a ring. Got the Wukong's Command, it's a ring. So 4 rings for the side of IG. You know, they don't quite have the 10 rings of Shang-Chi, but maybe 4 will be enough. LBZS are playing a little bit more team fight oriented. Big team fight with the Pengo roll, Earthshaker getting a blink, coming in with the Echo and the Sonic Wave. It can happen, it's a little bit fringe, but Monkey King can get pushed out of his own Wukong's Command with the Sonic Wave. Quickly do these predictions before we get too far into the draft. I think IG do have the better draft in this game. I'll lend my prediction that way. Okay, let's just... Sure. There we go. That was an easy bunch of predictions. So, both teams moving out onto the mid lane, checking to see where the vision is up. So, one obs will be placed by IG. Actually, not by placed by LBZS, actually. LBZS gets this ward up under the cover of the smoke. They also chuck their second ward on this high ground here. Not up on the cliff, which could get easily dewarded. And they'll actually get the whole team of IG in the vision coming through, apart from the Monkey King, Fly, who's hanging out by the mid tower. IG themselves will chuck a ward down on the mid lane. And secondary ward, 2 sentries. See where that second ward is at the moment. Yeah. Dazzle, Ollie's still holding on to that second obs, just not popping it down just yet. Dante Garland, yeah, that's SEA qualifiers. So that's immediately after Chinese qualifiers finish. So, level 1, Jingu. We'll actually get a couple of hits. And we'll be heading to the lane. So, no level 1 rune shenanigans. So LBZS has PP in the mid lane, playing the Quap. We'll be laning up against Emo on the Lina. Should be fairly Lina favored once it gets a little bit, a few levels in. Level 3 and 4, Lina will start to pick back up. Bottom lane, Sinful Soul playing the PL will be supported by TZ, playing the Enchantress, pos 5. They'll be laning against FY on the 4 Marcy, and Mars being played by JT. In the safe lane for IG, Fly has the pos 1 Monkey King, supported by Ollie on the Dazzle. They'll be laning against the 3 LG Pangolier and the 4 Salad Earthshaker. What sort of salad? I have to ask though. Potato salad? I'm all about potato salad. I think you should change his name to Potato Salad. So a little bit of a pause here, just as we wait for a bit of a reconnection. Hopefully we don't have server issues this game. And it looks like the teams are good to go. So here we go. Getting back in. Shaker will block off the creeps level 1 with the fissure. Just hopefully body block as well. Trying to get that wave as far back as possible. A good wave meet for them in that top lane. The Sinful Soul immediately just getting tossed back. Dispose into the God's Rebuke, saying, oh, you think this is going to be a fun lane for you, PL? We are going to be giving you the heat the entire way through. PP already hit level 2. Excuse me, what? Am I guess there's the creep wave. Yeah, he just doubled up the creep wave. So just double the creep wave. I was a little bit confused by the XP there for a moment, but yeah, just is leveled out now, both at level 2.
Try to keep up.
So I clicked on email and saw that he only had one little tick of XP at level 1 and already the Quap was on level 2. Pause. So these lanes should shape up a little bit aggressive at the bottom lane. Once Marcy hits level 2, TZ is going to be in a lot of issue. In fact, before they get there, there's a rebuke being held as well. The slow comes out from it. Nature's Attendance will probably be enough to heal him up. But yeah. Top lane, LG. Is there a dazzle tick on him? The poison? No. Won't keep going. One more. Right click with the heal. That a weave won't be enough. So I think once FY and JT hit level 2 on this bottom lane, there's going to be a lot of aggression coming out, particularly onto TZ of this Enchantress. Sinful Soul shouldn't have too many issues with the Doppelganger just being able to go out. Here we go, level 2 immediately. In they go with the Dispose. Spear onto the tree. The first blood is drawn by JT in this bottom lane. It's a very, very strong lane between these two heroes. We'll try and get the pull off. FY. Let's get the range creep. Middle lane, bottles being collected from both Emo and PP. So, contest for the runes will be coming out. Maybe looking for even some support rotations coming in to help them secure those next set of runes, those refills. Ollie popping a Clarity will de-ward the camp, allow him to maybe get a couple of pulls in. And Sal is just walking over. Yeah, he's trying to get the bounty rune. We'll use the fissure and grab that bounty rune up. Plus 40 gold for each member of his team. And he'll walk his way out. TZ needs to be careful here. There are mangoes available on Marcy. I think if he steps up here, he will just die again. It's a very, very strong lane. Level 3 is coming soon as well. Then use the Dispose to get over to this pull camp. So TZ will be kept alive for a little bit longer in this lane while spell is on cooldown. But certainly going to have to play it frisky against this combo of IG. There are some rotations mid. LSA comes out onto PP. And yeah, the hits are going to start coming in from Emo with the level 1 Fiery Soul. Ollie's just chilling out here. Waiting to see if this Quap misuses an ability. No level in Blink yet. 2 in Dagger and 2 in the Scream. So if a Poison Touch did come in, Rune Contest. Water Rune is picked up by Salad, but that's the clicks. It's the slows. It's another slow. How much is it up now? Keep clicking. 26%. Will it reapply again? And he has to TP out. Salad. Such is the strength of this level 1 Poison Touch. If you get a few clicks out, it's too much damage, too much slow. You just have to go. Just TP home and say, yeah, well played, Ice Frog. It's a little too good right now. JT level 4 hunting over onto TZ, providing the rebound target for FY to go over onto. A couple of mangoes is salving up. So this Enchantress won't be able to survive if they get a combo off. Will die pretty convincingly. FY chucking down another sentry. Oh, here we go. The Dispose. Not back in. Nope. Won't come out. Mid lane, Shaker is trying to help get a little bit damage out, but yeah, it's a fissure for what? I mean, PP didn't even hang around and hit. It's a level 3 Shadow Strike with the 2 Scream of Pain at this point. So no levels in Blink at all. Fully committing to try and defeat this Lina in lane, and maybe it's worked. Lina actually having to TP home. It's been a while since I've seen a Quap force a Lina out of lane, but here we go. No levels in Blink. That's how you do it. Jumping in. Doesn't get the stun. Sinful Soul. Doppelganger on cooldown for 16 seconds. But does have to be careful. Come in. Oh, you just want to step up. Sinful Soul, you gotta be careful. They hit. Chuck you back in. It's a lot of damage. Will be a Tango passed over, and with the Nature's Attendance level 1, we'll heal him back up. So, resources being used on the bottom lane, but not for any kills. Back on the top lane. Flyfly, he's gone in a little deep. We'll pop the wand, but the Enchant Totem will come through with that bonus 100% damage and finish Flyfly off. Almost got the kill onto LG underneath the tower, but was punished for that aggression. Last hits all looking in the favor of IG at the moment. Top 3 last hits all for the side of IG. The core is looking very good in this early game. despite Lena being forced back home, is back in the lane and back contesting this PP Lena, who is level 6 before him, but not too far behind. Laguna will be online soon enough. The Fly sort of losing a bit of momentum with that dive and not getting the kill. I think there might be a potential go here. Jumping in, looking for the dispose back. Will get him, stun. Possibly coming out onto the tree. Level 2 in rebuke. Slow will follow up as he gets out of range. The clicks will keep coming. The sidekick damage has expired, so they need to do it the old-fashioned way. And FY and JT get the job done down bottom. Sinful Soul, though, pretty untouched. Level 3 in Phantom Rush, so we'll be able to farm neutrals pretty well. And with just the 1 in Doppel being able to dissuade the rotations. Fly, there's a PP Quap here, and they won't even need to use the Sonic Wave. DD on PP is going to be enough up top for Fly. Ollie, level 3 Dazzle is feeling a little bit sad at the moment. Would like a few more levels. Might just try and get a little bit of XP underneath the tower here in the trees. However, I think the dive's coming. With Sonic Wave still available, Salad scouts him out. Gonna block him off with the fissure. Out comes the dagger. Ollie has a level engraved. Doesn't get to use it though. The DD damage is a little too much. Rotation coming in from FY though. As a 1-1-1 build at the moment, but I think it's a little bit scary. The Sonic Wave is still being held, and this Queen of Pain has leveled pure damage to begin this game. Just the 1 in Blink, 3 in Shadow Strike. So when he gets hit by that, is going to be slowed and damaged a heck of a lot. Dazzle TPing back in. They want to defend this tower. They don't want to give it up just yet. Earthshaker 1-1-1 build at the moment as well, so nowhere near to the Echo. And I think the 4-man movement from IG to the top lane will stop the push. And Flyfly will head back into the jungle and try and farm up. I think about what item Flyfly is going to go into to try and farm this game. Is it going to be a Maelstrom? I think it's probably the best call. I doubt it will be a Battle Fury. But he's going to need something to keep up with PL, because PL will be farming faster. If we switch over to our net worth now, we can see that already PL 200 gold ahead of the Monkey King from the lane, despite the lane being very aggressive against Sinful Soul, and the Monkey King having a pretty good lane, solo lane against the Pangolier. Can't really ask for much more as a Monkey King pos 1 when you get to solo against another melee hero. 3 levels in the Jingu Mastery means he's going to struggle to actually farm with the Tree Dance. A lot of Monkey King cores level out that Tree Dance maximum. Fissure comes through. TZ moving across with the Golem. Will have the throw boulder. JT will level the ultimate just now, but holds onto it. Level 4 Spear of Mars with the Arena of Blood. If he connects onto that, I think either of these two heroes, he will probably go down. 860 HP, 785. Both will probably fall to that combination. In comes FY with the rebound. Tosses him back in with the dispose, but level 1 in the blink, easily get him away. Really greedy choice to keep leveling this to max, but PP's done the right thing, started leveling the Scream of Pain. Much better farming ability. This blink is available yet again. Emo. 4-man rotation at this arcane room. I mean, it would have been a shame if it spawned bottom and these 4 hero rotation to secure this top rune. Sinful Soul has entered the arena of Flyfly, and he's immediately kicked him out with a little bit of Jingu. Sounds like some sort of dish. He's turned up and he's kicked him out with some Jingu. Gave him the spicy stuff. Jump in. Gets the LSA follow-up. Spear onto the wall, and the Laguna will be enough damage to get rid of PP. 2 ultis committed for that, but with the catapult wave and the glyph and counter glyph, they should get a bit of a push onto this mid tower. Fissure is going to do its best to slow it down. They want to keep this catapult wave alive. Catapult's taking hits. You have to keep this thing. Yeah, toggled. Nice toggle. Spear actually connects on to Pangolier. Level 8 coming in accidentally. The swashbuckle. That spear was meant for someone else. The catapult will eventually go down, but look at the tower damage. It's 331 health. So we'll probably die to a stiff wind if it blows in that direction. 3-man smoke. Salad leading the way with the level 3 in Fissure. LG has the role to follow up. Sinful Soul's in the area if he wants to join. But at the moment, the side of IG are not really on the top side of this map.
Top tower is under attack.
I sensed a bit of a movement here. It might have even had some vision in the river to scout out just the edge of that smoke. And we'll be vacating this top lane. IG instead are moving bottom. Arena is available in 10 seconds, so ready to fight once again. 3 levels in Shallow Grave early. Actually, this is an interesting build. Normally you want to max out the Shadow Wave first, or even the Poison Touch. Rarely do you see a Shallow Grave fully maxed by level 7. So, with JT in the trees, there's no way any TP support is coming in, and both tier 1s for either side will drop down. FY picked up his level 6 Unleash with the 3 inside kicks, so maximum physical damage coming out from him. He's got the dream at the moment of DD. If only someone just walked in and gave him an opportunity to pop that Unleash off, he could let him have it. JT going for this sort of tanky build early, Soul Ring with double braces and phase boots, but then into the Blink Dagger, which he almost has 243 gold away. So we'll be playing the initiator role for his team. Emo, Falcon Blade, yeah, the right click build is real. Probably a BKB coming soon. Either that or some damage. Oh, FY, he's thinking about popping the Unleash on the tower. The glyph could be down, but it is actually available for the side of LBZS at the moment. So nothing queued up just yet for Emo. Probably the BKB or the sort of damage item as I was thinking about. FY, nothing either, just working on getting a few more levels. Ollie is holding on to the Tome of Knowledge, actually, for a little bit longer. Not really, and it doesn't work like that anymore in terms of time spent with the Tome of Knowledge. It will give a static amount per Tome of Knowledge consumed. Like, it does give additional per later ones, but certainly doesn't have as much impact as it used to. If you held on to it, you get a little extra bonus. PP is stunned. LSA will follow up, and the rebound to follow. Laguna there as well, and PP will go down again. So a good rotation there. Under the cover of smoke for IG, not mucking around. That's twice they've got this Quap now. And, you know, sometimes you get smoke rotations early, a 3-man or 4-man smoke rotation, and you catch a support. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Ollie gets the Grave off, but there will be just constant chain stun here from the rolls. Grave will expire, and the Dazzle will not be any longer for this world. So I was just saying about early rotations with smoke ganks and kills. If you have a 3 or 4-man rotation at any point in the game, really, and your cores aren't farming, and you find a support kill, it's often not really worth it. Because you're really saying you wasted a bunch of time with your cores to kill a support, meanwhile the cores of the other team were still farming. So when you get a smoke gank twice in a row, you get a couple of kills in a row on the opposition mid, it really does, you know, feel pretty good, and it's actually impactful smoke. You know, you kill the Quap twice, it really does slow down the Quap's farm and progression. You can see Quap is now at the bottom of the net worth chart for all the cores, only 5.1k gold at the moment. So, makes a big difference. Mars. Playing on this top lane at the moment. Level 10. Didn't end up getting the talent tree choice. Will instead elect on getting a point in the Bulwark. And out comes the Arena with the stun onto the edge. The soldiers are hitting. There's actually a Centaur turning around with the stun. FY has unpopped the Unleash. He's unleashed the attack speed on the Untouchable Enchantress, and Untouchable, it's not enough. Enchantress has been touched this time. LSA comes out, follows up. PP, there's a lot of chain stun and the Boundless Strike. That was an aggressive blink in, not knowing that Emo was sitting off to the side with the LSA ready. I mean, it will be a bit of a wasted Wukong's. The TP was already coming out from Salad. Any translators? Any translators? Karma, Kar, Henkar. Yes. Any translators? I'm quite sure what they're saying at the moment. So Ollie working towards the shard. Actually, almost has it as well. Only about 200 gold away. So the poison touch, turning lads into pigs will be online. Actually, a very strong shard. You know, if we could find out how long the hex lasts for, that'd be even more help, even additionally helpful. But I think it's about 1.5 seconds, 1.25 seconds around that. Stun into the tree, catching out the Enchantress. Again, rebound follow-up with the Dispose, but the Untouchable, it's a little bit too much. Doesn't have Unleash available. JT and FY, without the benefit of the Unleash, they can't hit this Enchantress. He is literally untouchable. Car might potentially mean lag. It did occur to me, but I thought maybe if they're lagging, they would probably pause the game, so not sure. I know on my server and there was a couple of frames dropping there. In comes Blink Echo from Salad. We'll pick out Emo. Be disposed away. Sonic Wave. Shallow Grave comes out. He's still alive. Unleashed, trying to get TZ. Emo will get the LSA to save himself, plus the Laguna off to get the kill. On the bottom side of the fight, JT and Fly here moving through. And, I mean, that looked like a good initiation there from LBZS, but they didn't end up getting the clean kill on the Lina. Though Sinful Soul has joined the fight, has a Diffusal Blade and the Yasha. They want this tier 1 tower. Doppelganger coming out, sending it over to the heroes. There's no mana. Sinful Soul does get stunned. Wukon's command tosses him out. There's a Hex from the Shard as well. Boundless Strike follows up with the God's Rebuke, and PL, you joined the fight a little too early. So I'm going to come in and apply some pressure with this freshly minted items I've been farming up, but PL did not respect the chain stun and the Hex coming out from the Dazzle. Google Translate says he was like everything, but stop and choke are two things it can be. Oh, okay, so maybe if it is stop and choke, maybe a little bit of trash talk coming in between these two teams. There could be a little bit of history here. So keeping an eye on the all chat as this game progresses to see if there's any more spice coming out. Emo, close to the BKB, only 284 gold away. The Falcon Blade farming quite well. Mars, top of the net worth charts. Going to be very happy to be in that situation. Close to the BKB himself. Battle Fury was the go for Fly. So instead of the Maelstrom, went for the Battle Fury and BKB too. So IG are looking for a core, 3-core BKB timing. Blink in, JT's going to be in trouble. Roll comes out, follow up, there's a Grave. Keeping him alive a little bit longer. Does he want to try and turn with an Arena? I don't think so. He'll happily die. As happy as you can die in the mid lane. Living a little bit longer, but straight into the Roche Pit, the LBZS go. They have the SMY completed on Sinful Soul. Salad in with the additional control from the Earthshock, and all 5 are in there. Can they get this done fast enough? It's below half health. I'm not sure that IG know what's happening. They don't have any wards around to scout it out. So the first Roche will be going over to Sinful Soul on the PL. Certainly needing it considering he died in lockdown last time he came into a fight. See you around, this Vodka. Thanks for dropping on the stream, and I hope you have enjoyed the cast tonight. 2k net worth lead for IG at the moment. That will mean that their BKBs will come out a little bit faster potentially. Yeah, if we look at the QoP, you know, still a fair way away from the BKB, missing the Mithril Hammer and the Recipe. A lot of gold. Salad's done quite well for himself with the Blink Dagger, top of the supports in terms of net worth. BKB for the Pango, he won't be going in for that. He's got the roll for the Magic Immunity instead. Looks like it's the Diffusal, Vladimir's into the Aghanim Scepter. Wants to have more around. In the mid lane, Arena does come out, follow up, stun. There's a huge Boundless Strike, but not enough damage actually to do too much more. Sinful Soul is taking down the first time. Big roll coming through, collecting on 3. BKB pop from Emo will follow up with the LSA. Big Echo Slave comes in 2 on the backline. PP's there trying to deal the damage to a BKB Emo. If the disarm comes out, and Lina will be eventually kited down. And it's a 5-man team wipe. for LBZS. Using the Aegis to its potential. PL did die once, expending the Aegis of the Immortal. And it will just be the Enchantress that dies. So they did have the one BKB on the Lena, but BKB not used on the Mars. And Fly without his BKB just yet. Maybe potentially taking a fight a few minutes too early for IG. They're going to lose that advantage that they had. And the gold will swing over towards LGBS. LBZS. I'll give every combination of those 4 letters by the end of this cast today. Fly wants to keep hitting some creeps with that Battle Fury. Not particularly a fighting item, much better at farming. So, on this bottom lane, 450 gold away. Smoke is coming out, 3-man. FY has the Unleash in 18. Won't want to run into the Enchantress. Dazzle's leading as well. Comes through with the spear onto the tree. Rebuke. Rebound. Stun to follow up. I don't think they have the damage. They pop out the detection, but TZ with Emo in the area, they do have the right clicks. So there's actually, they have some severe issues for this Enchantress. If they don't have Emo around or Unleash is not available, I guess, or Fly, Mars and Dazzle and FY without the Unleash really struggle to bring him down, particularly if the Nature's Attendants do get off first. And that's only the level 1 untouchable at the moment. I guess that is the best skill point. It only does add an additional 40 attack slow for level 2 and then an additional 40 for level 3. So probably now is the most impact it is going to have in the game. PP now getting close to the BKB with the completed Kyra and Sanj. That team fight did really propel them back forward. Still PL at the top of the net worth with the 3 cores of IG close behind. Fly with the completed BKB. They've got all BKBs available now. They want to make something happen. This was their strong point they were looking for. They just went a little bit early last time. Fly jumping up over the trees. Smoke has not yet broken, but I think there was a ward here a moment ago. Yeah, they just ping it out, but I think it was there and it's just expired. So that's unfortunate they missed the gold for that ward. And Fly scouting out this top lane, won't find anybody here. And we'll hit up this creep wave. We need to farm. Maybe going in for the Aghanim Scepter this game. I guess that's in an attempt to counter the PL, but also in an attempt to counter this this Pangolier with the lucky shot. You know, if your main hero can't hit, I guess maybe your monkey statues will. Now Pangolier has changed the build. It wasn't going in for the Aghanim Scepter, my mistake before. Actually just finishing off the Wraith Pact. And now we'll go in for the Basher. The Wraith Pact complete. Basher coming out soon. Top tier 1 Will 4. 4-man smoke. Looking to make something happen. Sinful Soul will show to make it not so obvious. Level 2 Echo Slam is available. Ether Lens and Shard on this Earthshaker. Salad. I think it's becoming a potato salad. It might have started as a green leafy lettuce salad, but it's upgrading. Soon it might even have some bacon bits in there. TZ, just seeing if there's a rotation coming through. Has the Glimmer, plus the level 4 Nature's Attendants to try and tank the gank. Dragon Slave will show on the lane. Both teams just dancing around each other on the top lane. They're just waiting for each to come into the vision. There is a ward down here for IG. This is the ward they want to play on. They're waiting behind JT to make this jump. He's in the tree line, but LBZS, they are not taking the bait. They're going, yep, we know you're there. We know you probably have vision. We will just go farm the rest of the map and get a little bit more efficiency than you. Sinful Soul, not yet with the Shard, but the Spirit Lens Shard upgrade, yeah, he's actually going right into it next. So Shard and Heart both on the ticket for Sinful Soul would have been the thought that I had. With the Diffusal Blade, you definitely want to get more value out of the Spirit Lance, and being able to bounce to multiple heroes and just burn the mana down is quite impactful. If you look at the heroes on the side of IG, you know, JT suffers from a low mana pool. He even gets hit a couple of times with the Diffusal from an illusion, He's going to struggle to get off his spells a couple of times. Probably get him off once, but certainly no follow-up. FY, the same thing. 627 mana. You know, uses his combo, and that's more than half of his mana pool. So, a couple of hits there from the illusions as well, from a bouncing Spirit Lance, and he'll be struggling to use his abilities. Are there any mana boots? No mana boots on the side of IG. So this Diffusal Blade with the Spirit Lance upgrade with the Shard will do a lot of work, and really have to try and dodge around it. If Sinful Soul can take a longer fight with the Diffusal Blade doing work, he'll just be free to do whatever he wants. They won't have any mana to cast spells on him. Playing on the wood. JT, they're going to see TZ. Surely can't let him do this. Actually, they missed the spear, but the Laguna, that one can't miss. At least not on an Enchantress with no Yule Scepter. Oh, look at this. LBZS, they knew the playbook. They knew that they were playing around vision here and just waited until the side was clear, amble up with a Sentry Wood and take down the visions in the area. Firefly is farming up here. They know he's in the area. 2 TPs came in. LG has the Basher completed. It's actually a Paladin Sword discovered, so yes, PL will like to grab that one. Keep him the life still in the fight, and would be a bit of a disadvantage if you show yourself. I think you probably keep the Elven Tunic. I know he is grabbing the Paladin Sword. I guess the lifesteal will show the main hero, which was the only thing I was concerned about for Sinful Soul. Grabbing the Paladin Sword. PP going for Shiva's Guard next. Looking to get that blink Shiva's Guard to get the vision. Particularly at nighttime, that vision and around trees can provide you what you need to initiate from Salad or the Pangolier. But the game at the moment just slowing down a touch. Both teams farming pretty evenly. In terms of the graphs, it is leveling back out. You know, win probability is within 50% for both teams. So it is an even game right now. We've got an even game on our hands. Emo will look to scale. He's going for the Shadow Blade. I sort of hoped he went straight in for the Daedalus and didn't muck around with the Silver Edge. He needs to have a lot of damage to cut through the side of LBZS. But it will be the Shadow Blade for now. TZ just feeling maybe a smoke was coming and Glimmer Cape's up on the spot. Just waiting around this wood IG. They don't want to leave it. They're just waiting. Maybe they'll come through this ramp. But it's the ramp of death. No one wants to go through the ramp of death. Smoke does come out, but they track back around. Backtrack. This might actually catch IG off, thinking that LBZS are coming from the opposite direction. A Shaker leading with the smoke. Shattered Blade from Emo. Might try and scatter. It's actually the completed Silver Edge now as well. So Silver Edge, very good against the Enchantress, but not like Lena needed the bone or the lack of attack speed on the Enchantress. If she gets to hit her, she will die either way. JT just waiting under the smoke here as well. Both these teams are being so patient with their movements, not wanting to go anywhere they don't have vision. TZ trying to pop the smoke, just inching forward with the Glimmer Cape, but won't spot it out. Smokes will expire. Roshan spawning in 30 seconds. It's gonna force a fight. Both teams, they haven't really tangled. They haven't tangoed since the last Roche. Not really heavily, so we're gonna see which teams have come out in the last 5 or 10 minutes of farming. Sinful Soul is very large with a heart. He's got 3.3k health. And the level 20 talent as well at the moment, getting 300 rush range. Shard online as well. Fly has the Aghanim Scepter complete, wants to move in on the Skadi, allow him to lock onto a target and not let him get away. Probably wants a Basher after that as well. Ollie, Glimmer complete, holding on to 20 stick charges. JT hasn't really progressed past that great farm. If you remember, JT actually was at the top of the net worth chart and now is slipped down, only just ahead of the Pango in terms of the cores. He's holding on to 3.6k gold, wants to get a Hex. I can be down for this. If he goes Hex into Refresh, that'll be really good. LBZS, they're actually forcing the fight. They're coming in. The spear does miss. Arena comes out with the BKB. They're going in on him. JT He's sort of in the middle of the fight with no support at the moment. The rest of IG is smoked up behind, waiting to see if they can get a catch. LSA comes out onto the PL, but he's not. He's just didn't even affect it. The heart, he's full HP. FY with the BKB as well. They're trying to get in. Big Echo onto 2. Monkey King Fly pops the BKB. He's still inside the Wukon's command with the monkeys trying to do the additional damage, but he goes down and it's 4 dead for the side of IG. I mean, it all started from that disastrous initiation, missing the spear on Sinful Soul, and I mean, even if they got it, it would have been hard. They got an LSA on him here, and with the Laguna, all the damage popped in on top. They couldn't do anything. It wasn't enough. That's a real damage issue right now for IG. And Salad with the Echo Slams are gonna feel like they're gonna have more of an impact than the Mars at the moment. The Sinful Soul grabbing the Aegis of the Immortal. He's gonna have a butterfly soon. Enough for the Eagle Song. Almost the Talisman Evasion as well. And look at these illusions. He kills the creep wave and immediately blinks out JT. He knows if those illusions get on top of him, he will just immediately lose his whole mana pool. But what do they do now? They dumped everything on Sinful Soul, and it wasn't enough to kill him once. How are they gonna kill him twice? I think they might just go high ground here. This is why I was a little bit concerned by Emo going in for this Silver Edge instead of just the straight up Daedalus. I think they needed the damage. Daedalus was the item that was needed. The Silver Edge with the mini crit, you know, only the 30% chance to do 106% damage. Not enough. Salad just gets away. Blinks back in. BKB popped on JT, but it's a defensive BKB. It's going to run out. Bash comes from the Pango. LG thinks about the Rolling Thunder, but decides against it for the time being. Oli will TP out under the effect of the Glimmer Cape, and it's now looking very, very bad for IG. Aegis, 3 minutes 44. The whole team of LBZS standing firm behind Sinful Soul. IG, they're out of answers right now. What could they do? Maybe split the map a little bit. Fly, he doesn't have enough farm. He's fallen behind, 4k behind this PL now. They're gonna try and get a tier 2 bottom. A measly trade for a Rax, but I mean, it's either that or just die again on the high ground. There is no tier 2 top, so top Rax is available, and I don't think anything's going to stop them from going there. They will back off. And they can set up, and another 3 minutes still on the Aegis. There's plenty of time. It's not like they're in a rush at the moment. Tier 1 and Tier 2 to take on the bottom lane as well. Fly will TP out. And continue the farm up. At the moment, IG need to focus on pushing out lanes. Try and get the lanes out as much as they can on all the sides, so that it makes it a little bit harder for the side of LBZS to push. But if LBZS just goes down a lane here, picks bottom lane, I think they take 2 towers without much of issue. Monkey King actually has a gem now as well. Just playing around this wood, hoping they can get some pick. Maybe the play is to ignore this PL and try not to kill him even after the Aegis expires. I'm saying maybe the plan in the fight is not to fight him at all, but just try to kill the others. But once he has a butterfly, I was about to say, which he currently has now, he's very hard to ignore. With a bonus attack speed, damage, and agility, Sinful Soul is saying, you can't ignore me. You will recognize me in these team fights. You can't kill me, but you will recognize me, or I'll tear you apart. FY, all of a sudden this BKB with the level 2 unleash doesn't seem like it's enough. Ogre Seal Totem though. So for the memes, JT may get the win here. Are they going to scout out the Pango? Now comes the disarm onto the edge of the arena. Unleash as well. LSA to follow up. And Emo will be there to help finish the kill. They do get a pick. It's something. It delays this Aegis push a little bit more. And look at this. They just immediately dump 3 spells on this creep wave to try and push it out. They know that they can't hang around because the side of LBZS is still very strong. Level 20 talent on Quap. 120 Scream of Pain damage, so more and more burst coming out. BKB timings, I think, are down to 6 seconds. Yeah, 6 seconds on JT. 8 seconds on Fly, so he's still got a little bit to work with. And 7 on Emo. BKBs for the side of LBZS. I mean, I think it's just the Quap. And it's still an 8-second one, so he's only popped it once. It's still fresh. But everything else is not going to matter at the moment because there's a bunch of farm on this bottom lane. Flag Bearer creep as well. And Sinful Soul comes up and cleans all of that out. Just skyrocketing forward in the net worth. 17 seconds, so the Aegis will expire without them getting another Rax. I guess it's the safe play from LBZS. They take 1 Rax, get a couple of tier 2s in the bottom lane, and yeah, they're happy with that. It's a good Aegis usage. And the items are just flowing in on PL right now. Basher on the Monkey King. This could be an pretty impactful item here. If you can just get a timeful bash, maybe on a Quap. As they pop the BKB, they might be able to get the damage through. But trying to focus this PL, are there any MKBs? There is one on the Lina. So Lina can hit through that butterfly. I just sorely hope that he had a Daedalus instead of this Silver Edge. Silver Edge is not really needed. The Enchantress is not an issue. They can kill her. So they shouldn't be that concerned about the Untouchable. Creep Wave has been pushed in bottom, so they will have to address that on the side of LBZS. Get that lane going back in their direction. Roshan still may spawn in 2 minutes time, but a long way away, at least for him to potentially spawn at this point. JT has the completed Hex, and then we'll go on for the Refresher. I love this. When the patch first came out, Mars's was still just going straight BKB Refresher, and it backfired on so many of them. They discovered that they actually don't have the mana pool to cast all their spells twice, with the additional mana cost on the BKB and on the Refresher. Now, Marses are realizing they need to get another item first. So, BP actually shows there is a Hex available. BKB pops first, though, and Emo will get bursted down! Buyback immediately back into the game. He's there in the arena, down in the middle of the fight. JT, though, there's no one in there with him. On the backlines, Marcy does go down. Double buyback from the Lina and the Dazzle. But I think it's a little bit too late. With the arena used, 18k net worth lead now over to LBZS. JT makes a run for the top lane. The Hex was just a little too slow. They didn't get the damage off. He needs to TP. They know he went into the trees here. Blink TP and he'll be away. So double buyback then. 3 kills on the side of IG, and LBZS just look like they're running away with it this game. Emo getting completely bursted from full to nothing. So it sorely needs a Satanic to try and be able to last through some initiation. Oli unable to get the grave off. Even with the telescope, increasing the cast range of this shallow grave, didn't get it done. Not sure it would have made that much of a difference anyway. He has no lifesteal. So even if he gets the BKB off, he can't just crit and heal back up. If he had the Satanic, he could do. So I think you're going for AC next. I really think that the Satanic is the play here, so that you can hopefully get saved by the Dazzle and then turn around with Satanic and deal a mass amount of damage and just heal back up to full. The AC isn't going to help you if you're on no health after the Dazzle Grave runs out. Sinful Soul almost level 25, potentially the 24% critical strike. Or minus 4 second cooldown. We're about to find out what he's going to go for. Once again, IG are trying to play around a ward. They are 21k behind. Gaben says 93% chance. LBZS. Aeon Disc actually on the Queen of Pain now as well. So even a Hex won't do it. The Aeon Disc will hard dispel and strong dispel and just survive through. So you get the catch, and Marcy will immediately get hit with everything. We'll get off the BKB and the Unleash. There's a Grave saving him. In the back line, Dazzle has been found and will die as well. The two supports are down to the side of IG, and the Monkey King might be in trouble as well. There's an Echo dropped over onto the Mars. JT pops the BKB, gets up in Arena. Wukon's command is coming down. He does get bashed, but JT's just TPing out. Flyfly has been left in a world of hurt. Inside his Wukons, it's not going to be enough, and he will die slowly to this Sinful Soul PL. And Roshan is in the pit, awaiting the winner. Cheese and Refresher Orb ready to go. I think probably Quap will grab this Refresher Orb. Very good with the item. Yes, switching out the boots, going to grab that Refresher Orb. Maybe the Cheese on LG. No, he doesn't grab any of them. Cheese is on the deck. Don't let it go off. Don't let it... yeah, there we go. LG's back in there. He just eats it. Just eats the cheese immediately. Because I want full health. We're going now. So LG... that's well, I mean, for IG, that's a positive. That's one resource from the Roshan that dropped, has been expended. So, good news for IG. Trickster Cloak on JT. He's survivable. He managed to live in that last fight, but I don't think he can do enough damage. Aeon Disc did end up proccing. It's a 21-second cooldown for the Quap. Sonic Boom. Shard is available as well, so silencers at each end with a little bit of extra damage. And how they fight into this, I think this Rax is just going to fall. It's almost impossible. PL standing firm on the front line. They popped the glyph of fortification, but he's got a Skadi and a heart. Here comes the Hex, forces him back. But remember, this is just an Aegis. LSA follows up. There's an Arena. He is tossed back with the Dispose. Wukon's command coming out, but he does get the Doppelganger off, and it's actually a 3-man Echo with the Chain Stun inside, following up from LG with the Rolling Thunder. Fly, he's trying in the middle of the Wukongs, trying to fight, but the Wukongs will go down. Mass buybacks, 3 coming out. They're trying to get the kill over on a Quap. He will blink away on 1 HP. LG hexed up, will get speared back in with the Rebuke. But in the middle of the fight, Sinful Soul, he's still got an Aegis. It's 4v1. He doesn't even care. They're slowly trying to get the damage over, and Laguna comes out. That's the first life. Can they get him? Salad. He's singing off to the side. Sinful Soul going in over onto JT, trying to get rid of the stun control. Hex is there. Catches the real one, but there's a fissure on the side, getting the control out. Doppelganger over the edge of the fissure. They can't let this PL escape right now. They're on the hunt. Dispose will not even need to be used to throw him back. PL will die, but it's at the cost of 3 buybacks on the side of IG. Quap and the Earthshaker actually making it out alive, I believe, in the end. No buybacks used on the side of LBZS, so I think that would just increase their... I mean, they're not losing it, but certainly they're not losing going back in net worth, but they're not gaining either with that loss of the PL. Now, the Refresher Orb, yeah, was used in that fight, so I mean that's all the resources from Roche. It did cost IG almost everything. In fact, when we switch over to buybacks, we'll see that yeah, it's mainly just the team of... In fact, it is just the team of LBZS that actually has any buybacks right now. IG are completely out of buybacks. Nothing left in the tank for at least another minute and 30 when Dazzle's and Lena's buybacks come back online. They got the little bit of lockdown to Flyfly with the Shard Stun. There it is again. They know no PL is here, so... Actually, FY's had enough of this. He'll jump in. Aeon Disc will be procced. Stun comes out. Follow-up. Echo is committed. But there's no PL. Stun coming out on the Quap. No Aeon Disc available yet. He will go down in the BKB. Oh! IG being able to take a fight, killing the Quap. Earthshaker did manage to make it out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So, LBZS just being a little bit cocky there, wanting to take the fight with their core being down. And that's giving potential right now for IG to get a little bit of farm, get some items, take a couple of towers. While this Quap is down, Quap could buy back and they could catch him out here. That could be the play while they're out on the map. They do have the large advantage right now. Emo, he's got the Satanic. Okay. Satanic is up with the Dragon Lance. This man can turn around as long as the Grave comes out. Ollie holding a gem, same as JT. Actually, 2 gems on their team at the moment. Fly has an MKB as well, so both can get through finding anyone on this bottom side. FY with the Basher, the actual items are coming online. The 20k net worth lead is not as impactful as it once was. Planting a ward down the high ground. They're thinking about maybe trying to get over onto Sinful Soul. Stun comes out, BKB. Hex, oh, he's forced stuff out of the arena. They've already dropped the Wukongs. They need to bail very, very quickly, IG. The stuns will come out. The Rolling Thunder's being primed. But LGBS, without the Quap, just yet won't commit too hard. And it was a good plan there from IG to get the Boundless Strike stun and try and get in with the Mars afterwards with the Hex. But the 4-staff coming out from TZ, able to save TZ or Salad, I don't know which one it was, able to save Sinful Soul there. They may have had enough damage. Now they have 2 MKBs. So IG resetting. But once all 5 heroes of LGBS are back up on the map, they immediately go back over to IG's side and just set up camp. They know they're stronger. They know they don't have to be afraid of being on this side of the map. As long as there is 5, there's not really any issue for them. At the moment, it's the Mars that is sort of fairly underfarmed. You'd love to get a couple of kills and get that Refresher Orb online. With the Hex, would have definitely enough mana to use all those spells twice.
My vigor was never.
Enchantress grabbing a Crimson Guard. So yeah, I guess the Monkey King hits inside the Wukongs, just wanting to reduce them a little bit. That's the main reason for that Crimson Guard, I would assume. I mean, it's not bad on the Enchantress because you do get that bonus just flat health, which being an Enchantress you don't have much of, so free value in that sense as well. Ollie glimmering forward. Even finding the smoke. LG, they're both popping wards at the same time. He gets stunned from the swashbuckle. We'll have to self-grave. In comes JT with the arena. The Hex actually misses. Well, the LSA gets as well. They're trying to get the damage over onto the PLE. Does die. He has buyback. He will come back into the fight. It's a big Echo Slam onto the tree. The Chainstone is there. Emo, he's trying to turn around with the Satanic, but the damage from the Impetus is too much. There's a grave. LSA comes out. He's still trying to get the heal, but with the buyback from the PL, I mean, he didn't even make it there in time. I think that will be the game. Lena will buy back. Salad just hard carrying this match. And they're going to realize there's no other buybacks for the side of IG. And GG is called after that team fight. So LBZS will take game 1 in this best of 3 lower bracket elimination series. IG are going to have to pull it out in game 2 if they want to remain in these TI qualifiers. This is life and death for them.